Hey up guys, BraveLeonard here and welcome to a special booster box opening session. I said I wasn't going to do this, and then I didn't spend quite as much money on holiday as I was expecting, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and get myself a Guardians Rising booster box, and that is what we've got here, a Pokemon TCG Sun and Moon Guardians Rising booster box. We're going to do this in two parts, just like we did with the Sun and Moon booster box. 18 packets per part. If you're excited for this, if you're looking forward to the GX hype that we're going to be getting in this episode, because we better get some GXs, let me tell you. Please leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel. I post TCG content weekly and Pokemon content daily. Yeah, we're gonna jump straight into this. We have got the Island Guardians are ready for battle. Visit Alola for Pokemon fun from the beaches to the mountain peaks and discover new traditions and new challenges. Meet the Island Guardians, Tapu Koko GX and Tapu Lele GX, and sharpen your skills with Kahuna Hala and Captain Mallow. Be amazed by the secret powers of Komodo GX, Lycanroc GX, Metagross GX, Sylveon GX, Toxapex GX, Vikavolt GX, and many more. Come to the island, seize power of the Pokemon TCG Sun and Moon Guardians Rising expansion. So we've got some Island Guardians in here. We've got Lycanroc, and we've got a couple of others. There's a Sylveon. I didn't realise there was a Sylveon GX in this. So we're going to crack this open. I love opening new booster boxes. It doesn't happen very often, so let's pull that out. Oh, that looks so nice. Look at that Alola Ninetales right at the front. We've got Alola Ninetales, and then Lycanroc. Is that the Midnight form? I think it's Midnight form, isn't it? Right. I'm going to take the right side of the box out to start with. Let's have a look at the package. We have got Alola Ninetales, there's Komodo, there's Lycanroc Midnight form, there's Tapu Koko, and I'm guessing there's a Lele. I'm going to guess there's a Lele. There isn't. There doesn't appear to be a Lele. Alright, it doesn't appear to be a Lele. Which is fine. So there's just them. Those four packs. Now it says 10 additional cards on them. I have no idea whether there's that energy card that is added into the Sun and Moon boosters, because I actually haven't seen any of these being opened. So we're going to start with the Guardian himself. We're going to start with Tapu Koko, the Guardian of which island is it? You know what? I forget the island names. So what we'll do is with this first pack, we'll attempt the Sun and Moon card trick. You know, the 4 cards. If that doesn't work, then well, rip. Oh, so many TCG codes as well. Oh, so many TCG codes. We're gonna have 4. Hang on. If I do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11, so it's 4. It's going to be 4. And then put them 2 at the back. Alright, we're going to get this started. Our first Guardians Rising card is a Whalmer, Splash and Surf. 4 energy on the Surf. He's got a lot of HP behind him. 4 energy on that Surf to do 70 damage. That is a lot. But still, and he's got Splash that does 20, which is nice. Then we've got Trubbish with Stomp Off, and Drool for 30 for 3 energy. I like the artwork on that Trubbish actually. I like him. We've got Jangmo-o. With Bulletproof, this Pokemon takes 10 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. Is that what Raikou had in one of the sets recently? And then Dragon Claw does 30 for 2 energy. We've got Wimpod. Scamper away. Shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. and Ram. So they've included, like, because Wimpod's got emergency exit, hasn't he? So they've included that kind of in the card, which is nice. Goomy! Look at it, he's made a wall! Oh! With Bubble and Tackle. So we've already got dragons in here, which is nice. I like the dragon inclusion. Bubble and Tackle. Tackle does 22 energy. We've got Steel Energy. We have got a Fletchinder with Flap and Razor Wind. Flip coin. If tails, this attack does nothing on Razor Wind. Fletchinder's looking pretty cool. We've got Alolan Graveler. They've got him as an electric type. Thunder Punch 50 plus. Flip coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. If tails, this Pokemon does 20 damage to himself. And Electro Bullet does 80 damage. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So Alolan Graveler is pretty cool. I quite like that card. You kind of can't read it there. There we go. We'll go a bit there. But yeah, I like that. We have an Altar of the Sun. Altar of the Sun. Fire Pokemon and Steel Pokemon have no weaknesses. So that's pretty cool. Altar of the Sun. Our reverse foil is an Oricorio. Is that the side? No, it's a fire form, isn't it? It's a fire type, so I'm guessing. Passionate Dance and Kindle. Passionate Dance, search your deck for up to 3 basic fire Pokemon and put them into your bench, then shuffle your deck. And then Kindle does 30. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. If you do, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, which is quite cool. And the rare in the pack, I've only just mentioned it, our first pack. Oh, this is going to be good. Our first pack is Sylveon GX. Magical Ribbon. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Is it that it's a full art, but I don't know. It's not the ultra rare. It's just the standard rare card, the standard GX. Fairy Wind does 110. And then Plea GX. Put 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and all cards attached to them into your opponent's hand. That could be useful. That could be useful. Like, if you were going to knock something out, then you could Plea, get rid of the 2 on the bench, knock something out, they've got nothing to come in on the bench. It's a thought. That's a thought. Oh, you can't. No, you can't, because they'll put it down because Plea is an attack. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. But Sylveon, you of course get a beautiful shiny Gyarados card sleeve. Our first pack, we get Sylveon GX. Our very first Guardians Rising pack. Oh, we're going to have such fun with this. Thank you, Tapu Koko, for coming through. We're going on to the Lycanroc. The Lycanroc Midnight form. Is it the Midnight form? I don't know whether it's the Midnight form or not. I've only played through... I'm still playing through Sun, and it is not going very quickly for me. So I've got a Lycanroc. I've got the Sun version of Lycanroc. So okay, our second pack. We're going on to the Lycanroc pack now with Wishy Washy with Schooling and Sharpshooting. Schooling, once during your turn, you may switch this Pokemon with a Wishy Washy GX in your hand. Any attached cards, damage counters, special conditions, turns in play, and any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. And Sharpshooting, this attack does 10 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you can bring out your Wishy Washy GX pretty quickly. That's pretty cool. Quite like that. We've got Vanillite, triple spin, 10 for 3 coins. Attack does 10 damage for each number of heads. Clefairy with Slap and Follow Me. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. So Clefairy is pretty cool. Quite like Clefairy. We've got Rockruff. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. And Wild Kick does 30 in Flip Coin. If tails, this attack does nothing, which kind of sucks. We've got Barboach with Hook and Mudslap. Barboach with his tash in his eyebrows. Fighting Energy. Ultra the Moon. Retreat cost of each Pokemon that has any Psychic or Darkness energy attached to it is 2 stars less, 2 energy less, which is pretty cool. Quite like that. We've got a March Oak with Daunting Pose. Prevents all damage done to your bench Pokemon by your opponent's attacks. Your opponent's attacks and abilities can't put damage counters onto the bench Pokemon. Okay, cool. Okay, so they can't target bench Pokemon. And Cross Chop does 30 plus 30 if you get a heads, basically. Gliscor. Ooh, we got a Gliscor as well. Finishing Stinger does 70. If your opponent's active Pokemon has no damage counters on it before this attack does damage, this attack does nothing. Oh, so you need to do damage to it first. I suppose you could. And Guillotine does 93 energy. Our reverse foil is a Vanillite, which is cool because we've got a Vanillite in the pack. So I kind of like that. And the rare in this pack is a Dramper. Hollow Dramper. Ooh, look at the hollow on that. Look at the hollow on that. 1 energy does a mass. Search your deck for a basic energy card attached to this Pokemon and shuffle your deck. Power Cyclone does 80. Move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. So if you start using it with cards that can, energy switch, for example, and bring energy back to Dramper, that's pretty cool. I like that. You're not getting a Gyarados sleeve, but we're 2 for 2 on hollows here. We've got a GX and we've got a holo in 2 packs. We've still got 34 packs left to go. Moving on to Komodo. Komodo, Guardians Rise. I don't know what that singing was, guys. Really don't. I really don't know what that singing was. Let's take that. Let's put that. I'm going to put the rubbish up there because it's in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's do this. We start this pack again with a Wishy-Washy. Seems like a fairly common start. And a Vanilla. Okay, so we got dupes. We got dupes. We got a Clefairy as well. We've already seen that. We've already seen Rockruff. Is this the same pack? Is this actually the same pack? We got another Dramper. Barboach. We've got a Psychic Energy, which is different. A Metang with Ram and Core Beam. Discard a Steel Energy from this Pokemon for Core Beam. Does 80 damage for 3 energy. Which is not bad. You got to discard Steel Energy, which kind of sucks. We've got a Hakamoto with Headbutt and Dragon Claw. That is cool. I love the artwork on that. I've not got to the point in the game yet where I can actually get a Jangmoto or work on getting a Komodo or anything like that. I don't know much about them. But they are cool Pokemon. That's what they are. They are cool Pokemon. We've got a Whimsicott, the Wages of Fluff. If I didn't know better, I'd say that was a fake move. If the defending Pokemon is knocked out during your opponent's next turn, take 2 or more prize cards. And we've got Fairy Wind for 30 damage. Our reverse foil is a Glalie. Ooh, Crunch does 40, flip a coin if heads. Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. And Raging Flow, 70 plus. This type does, if this Pokemon has any damage counter on it, it does 80 more damage. 150 damage just for having a damage counter on it. It's an uncommon, but yeah, that's really cool. And the rare in the pack is a Salazzle. Ooh, I love the artwork. Hot Poison. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon burned and poisoned. Wow. And Flamethrower, discard an energy from this Pokemon, which is standard Flamethrower text. But yeah, 90 damage. That Salazzle ability is mint. I really like that Salazzle ability. Wow. So we've got a Salazzle, which is more than can be said for me in the game. I'll be honest. Because I got all males. All males. Couldn't find a female. I just gave up in the end. So the Salazzle has broken our run of getting hollows. It wasn't going to last, let's be honest. But, next pack, we start with an Alolan Geodude with Rock Polish and Rollout, does 40. Really not very well focused there. Rock Polish during your next turn, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. Yeah, that's alright. We've got a Fletchling, Growl, During your opponent's next turn, if any Pokemon's attached, do 20 less damage, plus, and then Flap does 20. So Fletchling, we've already got a Fletchinder, so that's nice. We've got Petalil with Blot, heal 10 damage from this Pokemon, 10 for 10. We've got Beldum with Core Beam, does 20, discard Steel Energy from this Pokemon. So there's a lot of discards going on with these Beldums and Metangs and stuff. Hopefully Metagross, if we seed, it doesn't have that. Alolan Vulpix looks beautiful. Alolan Vulpix is possibly my favourite Alolan Pokemon. It is so sweet looking. I love it. Vulpix and Ninetales, they really chose well by doing that. They got Beacon. Search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. Then Icy Snow does 20 for 2 energy. We've got a Water Energy. We have a Kamala Comatose. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, whenever you attach an energy from your hand to it, it is now asleep. Hypno Roll does 100. This attack can't be used. It can be used if this Pokemon is asleep. If it is not asleep, it doesn't do anything. So if you keep attaching energy, you can at least keep using that if you don't get your coin flips right at the end of your turns. So that's pretty cool. Let's face it, you're not always going to get tails on your coin flips. We've got a Slowbro. Slowbro's got nice artwork to it. I like that. Amnesia does 20. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack during your opponent's next turn. And Facade does 50. If this Pokemon is burned or poisoned, this attack does 80 more damage. I wonder if that stacks with the burn and poison that you get from Salazzle. Probably doesn't. That'd be amazing if it did though, wouldn't it? Like, you could do 210. We've got Brooklet Hill. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic water Pokemon or a basic fighting Pokemon, put it on their bench and shuffle their deck. Our reverse foil is a rare. We've got a reverse foil rare Politoed. Roll Call. Search your deck for a Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and a Poliwrath. Put them onto your bench. And a Poliwrath. So you just get a Poliwrath from your deck. Hyper Jump does 100. You may shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. You may. So if you're coming close to dying, that's great. That is great. And the rare in the pack is a Drampa GX. What the hell is this booster box? Wow. Look at that artwork. That looks so good. We've got Righteous Edge for 20. Discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Berserk does 80. If your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, this attack does 70 more damage. Then Big Wheel GX. Shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 10 cards. I suppose it's a last resort, maybe you might use that, but wow. This booster box has been, I mean, I hope that it carries on. I could really use it carrying on. That's card number 115 out of 145. So is that the ultra rare? Is that the ultra rare? I feel like it is, because surely Drampa would be fairly early on. I'm not sure. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look it up. It might not be. It might not be. Wow. So, we're 4 packs in. And we've got such amazing luck already. We're going on to this Alolan Ninetales pack. Another Alolan Ninetales pack in a row. I don't know what I'm singing there. It sounds like Legend of Zelda, but I'm not a Legend of Zelda fan, so I'm not sure. So we start off this pack with a Whalmer. We've got a Trubbish again. So again, this is the first pack. We've got Jangmo-o. Seen them. We've seen Wimpod. We've got a Goomy, the Woolen Goomy. Fairy Energy. Energy Recycler. Shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. That's pretty damn cool. Pretty useful. A lot of these cards are discarding energy as well. So, Tentacruel, Poison Sting. Does 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. So automatically poisoned, which I like. You don't have to get a coin flip for that. Seething Tentacle does 40. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 40 more damage. If tails, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. I also like those attacks where the coin flip, both sides are good. And it looks really cool. We've got a Choice Band. Text of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon GX or active Pokemon EX. Cool. Our reverse foil is a Whalmer. So we're getting a lot of Whalmer luck in these packs. And our rare in the pack is a Pangoro. Sky Uppercut does 70. This attack's damage isn't affected by resistance. And Magnum Punch does 130 for 4 energy. But, like, only one of them's specific. That's a lot of damage. Wow, I like it. I like the Pangoro. I like the artwork. He looks mean. He looks mean. Okay, on to another Komodo. I've just seen the first card in this pack. I've just seen the first card in this pack. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, the first card in this pack is a Delibird. Oh, I love him. All the presents. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each head, you may search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Surprise attack does 40. If flip a coin, if tails attack does nothing. We've got Nose Pass with Ram and Rising Lunge. He's ramming in nose first. Rising Lunge does 30. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. You can double or nothing. Cast Form, Weather Teller. Search your deck for up to 2 stadium cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Water Pulse does 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Oh, it's fine. Water Pulse always seems to put things asleep in the TCG, but it confuses in the game. Don't quite understand that. Phantom. Tackle does 10. Confuse Ray. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. I like the inclusion of the Mimikyu in there. That's nice. It's a nice little thing. Got Taylor with Reckless Charge. Does 20. Does 10 damage to itself. With a Water Energy. We have a Warchog with his big belly. Scrutinize. Look at top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Discard one of them. Put the other card back. Slam 60 times 2 for each heads. Flip there, a little bit of Weeping Bell. We've got Muddy Acid for 40. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Multi-switch, move an energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. Our reverse foil is a Sableye. With Limitation and Scratch, your opponent can't play any supporter cards from their hand during their next turn. And Scratch does 20. So that's nice. And the rare in the pack is a Goodra Holo. Hello! Whoa! Goodra looks cool. That looks like it's straight from the anime. Power Whip, this attack does 20 damage times the number of energy attached to this Pokemon. Amount of energy attached to this Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, so it's not specifically to the active Pokemon. And then Beat Slider does 130. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. Wow, that Goodra is awesome. We are getting all the dragon luck here. We've got Drampa GX, and Goodra now. Getting all of the dragons coming out in the first half of this Guardians Rising box opening. This may be the luckiest run of packs I've had ever. We've only had 2 rares so far. The rest have been holos. So this is going well. Hi, this is going well. Although getting these cards out of this pack is not going well for some reason. This one didn't want to open properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. We have got a Rockruff, a Nose Pass, a Cast Form, Phantom, Taylor, a Darkness Energy. I'm going to speed through the ones that we've already seen. Shuffle your hand into your deck. If you've used your GX attack, draw 7 cards. If not, draw 4 cards, which is cool. Sudowoodo. He looks happy to be there. Roadblock. Your opponent can't have more than 4 bench Pokemon. If they have 5 or more bench Pokemon, they discard bench Pokemon until they fall on the bench. If more than one effect changes the number of bench Pokemon allowed, use the smaller number. And then Rock Throw does 42 energy. So that's pretty cool. You can limit your opponent. We've got Mallow. Search your deck for 2 cards, shuffle your deck, then put those cards on top of it in any order. Our reverse foil is a Goodra. We've got the reverse foil of the Holo. Our luck is insane in this part. Our luck is insane. And Goodra looks amazing as a reverse foil. It's actually getting a sleeve. It's getting a sleeve. We'll see what's behind it first, but it is going to get a sleeve after this. Our rare in the pack is an Oricorio, the psychic version. Vital Dance. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reel them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. Casual Slap does 30. I imagine a Casual Slap would do 30, but this Goodra is getting a sleeve because it is a rare reverse foil. It's meant to be a holo reverse foil. With these, actually, the sleeves kind of don't really. They're just a means of transportation because I've got a folder which I'll be putting all of these cards in. My Sun and Moon cards are already in there, most of which we actually have. So, yeah, the Sun and Moon cards are already in there, all in order, all in number order, which is took ages. It took ages. Okay. Our next pack begins with a Gligar with double shot. This attack does 10 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance. We've got a Patrat. Look at that Patrat. Look at that Patrat. Glance. Look at the top card of your opponent's deck. And Tackle does 20. I suppose Glance gets you a little bit of. It's not that good really. Well, Snorunt with Chili does 10 and Frost Breath does 20. Murkrow with Whirlwind does 10. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. Salandit, whose artwork is just as good as Salazzle. Scratch does 10. Venoshock, if your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this attack does 40 more damage, which is really cool. You got to find a way of poisoning it, but we've got a Lightning Energy. We've got Aqua Patch, attach a Water Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Water Pokemon. Pretty cool. Enhanced Hammer. Discard a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Again, pretty cool. We've got a Glalie. Again, we've had that. Did we get that reverse foil? I think we did. The reverse foil in the pack is the Oricorio. So we've got another rare reverse foil there. It's the Oricorio that we got from the last pack, which is cool. And the rare in the pack. Oh, really? Really? We've got the secret rare, Metagross GX. Oh my god. That card. Oh, look how shiny that is. Okay, so Geotech System is its ability. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may attach a Psychic or a Steel Energy card from your discard pile to your active Pokemon, which is real cool. Giga Hammer does 150. This Pokemon can't use Giga Hammer during your next turn. And Algorithm GX. Search your deck for up to 5 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Okay, so you just draw 5 cards, basically. Or you pick 5 cards, even better. Oh, there's not... I mean, these shiny Gyarados sleeves. That's a secret rare. Number 157 of 145. So there are a ton of secret rares in this series, but oh my days, guys, we're halfway through this part. We're not even. I don't think we are. I don't know how many we've done, but we could. That's enough. I'm pretty sure that's as many as we got in the entire Sun and Moon booster box. It might mean that the rest of these packs are awful, but. Okay, next up, we're starting once again with a Gligar. I mean, if we're starting with Gligar, if it ends the same way that the last one ended, I do not care. We've got Patrat again. So these are the same order. Snorunt, Murkrow, Salandit, a Psychic Energy, Whimsicott, who we have seen. Vanillish, Ice Shard does 30. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a fighting Pokemon, it does 30 more damage. Which is cool because you potentially get a weakness as well. So you could do 120 to some rock type, should I say, really. Ether Paradise Conservation Area, or is it Aether? I never know how to pronounce it. Basic Grass and Basic Electric Pokemon. Both yours and your opponents take 30 less damage from the opponent's attacks, which is nice and cool. If you've got a Grass and Electric deck, then that's awesome. Our reverse foil is Ultra of the Moon. My dogs are starting to bark. I do apologise for that. And the rare in the pack is a Honchkrow. That's nice. Feint Attack. This type does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This damage isn't affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects on that Pokemon. Then Raven's Claw does 10. This type does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon. Very, very, very nice. Wow, we've not repeated any rares so far either. I mean, most of our rares have been holos, so if we repeated them, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't mind. But like, we're doing really well on the not getting dupes rares, which is always a good thing, because obviously the rares are the ones that you don't get as many of, essentially. You get one per pack. So this Komodo card, the pack doesn't seem to want to open. Really doesn't, at all. I've just had to destroy that pack to get it open. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Starting the next pack with an Alolan Geodude. We've seen Mudbray. We've not seen Mudbray. Double Kick does 30. Flip 2 coins. This tap does 30 times the number of heads. So Mudbray's pretty cool. I like Mudbray. I've got a Mudsdale on my team. Alolan Sandshrew. Look at a little igloo. Defense skill, flip a coin of heads. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn. And Ice Ball does 30. We've got Cottony. Continuous Tumble. 10. Flip a coin until you get tails. This tap does 10 times the number of heads. We've got a Bellsprout. I'm not sure if we've seen Bellsprout. The Vine Whip for 30 anyway. Fire Energy. Energy Lotto. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an energy card you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Sableye, which we've seen. Marini. There was a Marini in the Sun and Moon decks as well. I'm surprised that they got Marini out here again with Bailout and Rain Splash. But then again, there's a Toxapex GX, isn't there? And does Toxapex evolve from Marini? I might have just shown my ignorance completely there. I might have just. The reverse foil is a Wimpod, who looks nice and cool as a reverse foil. And the rare in the pack is a Comfey. Comfey's got a holo. What? What? Comfey. Wow, okay. Each of your Pokemon that has any fairy energy attached to it can't be affected by special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting those Pokemon. And Sweet Kiss does 30, your opponent's draw a card. So it's not a great card. The Flower Shield is useful if you've got a fairy deck, but it's a holo. Why is Comfey a holo? Don't understand. You're getting a sleeve. I don't understand why Comfey's a holo though. That's amazing. I'm impressed. Pokemon, you never fail. You never fail to surprise me. Holo Comfey. But again, oh look on the holos. I'm amazed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. Starting off once again with an Alolan Geodude. Mudbray. Alolan Sandshrew. So this is the same as the last pack. Cottony. Bellsprout. A Grass Energy. Altar of the Sun. A Metang. Hakamoto. Our reverse foil is Hala. And the rare in this pack, which we've gone through quite quickly, is a Gothitelle. Ooh, Tractor Beam. We've not seen Gothita or Gothorita, so the fact that we've come across Gothitelle is amazing. Tractor Beam. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. This attack does 30 to the new active Pokemon. And Link Blast does 50. If this Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon have the same amount of energy, this attack does 80 more damage. Cool. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I say, we've not seen Goth Eater or Gothorita. So I'm surprised. The Gothitelle surprised me there. I'd have thought we'd have seen the pre-ovos by now. I really would. At least one of the pre-ovos. I'd have thought we'd have seen Goth Eater by now. Okay, next pack is starting with an Alolan Vulpix with Beacon and Icy Snow. Okay, there we go. There we go. Beacon and Icy Snow. We've got a Chansey. Bind Wound. Flip a coin. If heads, heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. Then Hammer In does 80, which is a lot of damage for a Chansey. Especially because Hammer In sounds physical. Petalil with Blot. Trubbish again, a Stomp Off and Drool. Machop. Dual Chop does 30 times. Flip 2 coins. Tap does 30 times the number of heads. They've got a Fighting Energy. We've got a Beware, who's not a rare in this pack. We had a lot of Beware rares, if you remember rightly, from the Sun and Moon booster box. We've got Raikkonen. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. And Dangerous Blow, 60. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it does 60 more damage. You're just murdering basics, really, aren't you? Or, well, EXs, you suppose you're doing more damage to EXs as well, because most of those are basics. Brooklet Hill, which we've already seen. We've got Sliggoo. Okay, so we've got the full set of them now. Division, search your deck for up to 2 Sliggoo and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. And then Tackle does 20. Our reverse foil is an Alolan Golem. Now, I'm going to be honest, I reckon Alolan Golem is meant to be a holo. I think Golem is supposed to be a holo. Electromagnetic Rock Wrecker does 80 times. Flip a coin for each electric energy attached to this Pokemon. Does 80 for each heads. And then Heavy Slam does 200. This type does 30 damage. 30 less damage for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Okay, so that's fair. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. 200 minus. I mean, the minimum you're doing is 80. But still. And the rare in the pack, I really think that is... Ooh! Hello! I really think that Alolan Golem is a... that's because I've said hello. I've said hello, that's why the dogs are barking. We've got Shatter Shot and Wings of the Moon. Shatter Shot does 40 times... This type does 40 times the number of psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Ooh, that could be really strong. And Wings of the Moon, for 3 psychic energy, does 130. Move all energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. So if you know you're dying next turn, shift all your energy off. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. I'm going to put this Golem in a sleeve because I really think that it is meant to be a holo. And I'd like to protect that because that is rare. I really think it's meant to be a holo. In which case, we're doing mental with the pulls. Absolutely mental pulls. I can't believe this video. I cannot believe it. Okay. Next pack, we've got Alolan Vulpix. Chansey. Petalil. Trubbish. Machop. Fairy Energy. Got a multi-switch, moving energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. Fletchinder again, I haven't seen him since the first pack. Alolan Graveler again, we've not seen him since the first pack either. Reverse foil is a reverse foil Wishy-Washy, who we have seen before. I don't think we've seen the... Oh, we might have seen the reverse foil of it actually. And the rare in the pack is a Sharpedo. Look at that artwork on Sharpedo. He looks cool as anything. Jet Headbutt does 70 damage for 2 energy, which is real cool. Wow, I really like that artwork. That reminds me of the artwork for the Skarmory in the last set. Like, it's not an important card, but that is a cool artwork on that card. And 70 damage for 2 energy is nothing to be sniffed at. We have got 5 more packs left in this part of the video, guys. Let's see if we can get any more luck. Or have we used all of our luck? We might well have used it all. We might well have used it all. We might well have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. In this pack we have a Carvana to go with that Sharpedo. It's got Bite for 10 damage. We've got Fletchling, Growl and Flap. We've got Litwick, Flickering Flames. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep for 10 damage. Surprised we've not seen a Litwick so far. There's the Gothita, and I'm kind of glad that we hadn't seen this Gothita because it terrifies me. Look at that artwork. That is terrifying. Blown Kiss, put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. We've got Pancham, he looks happy to be here. Karate Chop, 60, this type does 10 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. We've got a Darkness Energy. Got a Kamala. Rescue Stretcher. Choose one. Put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand or shuffle 3 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. We've got Alola Mola. Born Ashore. Put a basic Pokemon from either player's discard pile into its owner's bench. And Hydro Splash does 60 for 3 energy. Our reverse foil is the Salazzle, so it's a rare reverse foil. Hot Poison and Flamethrower. That looks really cool in reverse foil, actually, doesn't it? It looks really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And the rare in the pack is a Talonflame. Ooh, Flame Charge. Search your deck for a fire energy card attached to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Then Loot the Loop does 90, put all energy cards attached to this Pokemon into your hand. That Loot the Loop's a bit annoying. But, still, Flame Charge, I can respect that card. I can respect that card. For some reason, it's a colourless energy. It's a normal type. Not quite sure why that is. Not quite sure. I know it evolves from colourless Pokemon. Fletchling is a colourless Pokemon. Well, it's a normal Pokemon, normal type, normal flame. Okay, so we've got Carvana, Fletchling, point proven, Litwick, Gothita, Pancham, Psychic Energy, a Glalie, Watchog with his big belly, a Weeping Bell, Reverse Foil Snorunt, Chilly and Frost Breath. And what's he actually doing? Oh, he's in the fridge. He's in the fridge. He's in the cooler. He's got his mate there with him as well. I just completely blocked off. There, his mate. Oh, is that a reflection? Could be. No, it's him. It's him. And the rare in the pack is a Holo Absol. Our Holo luck continues. Future Sight. Look at the top 4 cards of either player's deck. Put them back in any order. And Doom News. Put all energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand. At the end of your opponent's next turn, the offending Pokemon will be knocked out. So does that mean that would that be cancelled with a retreat? I'm guessing it would, but maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know whether it'd cancel out with the retreat or not. It doesn't say so. That is a nice card. I love the artwork on it as well. Absol's one of my favourite Pokemon, and he kind of looks like he's sort of riding the winds there, bringing destruction about with him. I like that. I like that a lot. Our pile of good pulls in this half of the booster box has been wild. Absolutely wild. And there's a common here that we've not seen, and I can't believe that we've not seen a common at this point of the booster box. I really can't. Front card is a Helioptile. With Thundershock, does 10. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralysed. We've got a Beldum. Oh no, I've just put that on the... There we go. Just put that with the rare card. Beldum. Corbeam. Got a Tentacool, who we've also not seen, with Sludge Shock. Offending Pokemon can't be healed during your opponent's next turn. And it's just 10 anyway, so it's not too great. Clefairy. Barboach. Grass Energy. Energy Recycler, Slowbro. A Gothorita, Slap and Psybeam. Opponent's anti-Pokemon is now confused from Psybeam. Reverse foil is a Metang with Rama and Core Beam. That looks really cool. I like it because like the card decoration looks like the Pokemon that it is. So like it just makes it look really nice. And the rare in the pack is Oricorio Electric. Feather Dance. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Pom Pom Punch base attack damage is 100. Pom Pom Punch does 20. You literally times it by 5. That's insane. That's insane. Why you just rip them? I don't understand why you do that. Why times it by 5? I understand it works out that like you're doing 50 because you have to use your Feather Dance each alternate turn. But still, that's a ridiculous amount for an Oricorio. For a basic Pokemon. Might be a rare card, but it's a basic Pokemon stuff. So once again, we've got Helioptile, Beldum, Tentacool, Clefairy, Barboach, Steel Energy, Marini, Aqua Patch, Enhanced Hammer. All of these you've seen before. We've got a Dromper Reverse. Hang on a second. Hang on. That's another Holo Reverse. That's insane. It's another Holo Reverse. A Mass and Power Cyclone. That is insane. Again, it's going to go into a sleeve. But our rare in the pack is a Heliolisk. Oh, the artwork on that looks amazing. Quick attack does 20 plus. Flip coin if heads, this attack does 20 more damage. And Raging Thunder does 120. This attack does 30 damage to one of your bench Pokemon. That kind of stinks that it's got the recoil onto your bench. But look at the artwork on it. It looks amazing. And once again, we've got a rare, a holo reverse foil. Oh, sorry, a reverse foil holo card. So that is getting a sleeve. That is getting a sleeve. Okay, we're on our last pack of this part of the video. There will be a part 2 being uploaded in a couple of days' time with the other half of this booster box. To be honest, we've got so much luck from this booster box. So much luck that I just cannot wait to open these the other half of this. But can we get that last little bit of luck into this pack? So we have got Wimpod with Scamper Away and Ram. We've got Machop. Oh, this is a different artwork. That's a different artwork for that Machop. Dynamic Chop does 50. Okay. That's a different card. Strange. We've got Whalmer. We've got a Stuffle. I was wondering where Stuffle would be, because there's Beware in the pack, so I figured there'd be a Stuffle. Hammering does 60. Phantom. A Water Energy. A Tentacruel. A Max Potion. Heal all damage counters from one of your Pokemon if you do discard all energy from that Pokemon. I suppose it's got to have a problem to it. We've got Machoke again. Our reverse foil is the Oricorio Psychic with Supernatural Depth. Hang on. That's a rare reverse foil. That's another alternate artwork to the card. I'm sure it is. Supernatural Dance. For each Pokemon in your opponent's discard pile, put one damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. And Revelation Dance does 30. If there's no Stadium card in play, this attack does nothing. Okay, fair enough. And the rare in the final pack is... it's a Lycanroc GX. And he looks so punk. And it is the ultra rare Lycanroc GX. Bloodthirsty Eyes. When you play this Pokemon, obviously they don't like Lycanroc GX reaction. When you play this Pokemon, put your hand to evolve it. One of your Pokemon during your turn, you may switch one of your Pokemon's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. And Clawslap does 110. Dangerous Rogue GX 50 times This type does 50 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay. That is nice. That is nice. Get in a sleeve. Get in a sleeve. Alright, guys. That's enough barking. Alright. I think I know why. I think we're going to have a visitor in a second. So we're just going to go through our pulls in these packs. We have pulled Sylveon GX, Drampa GX, Goodra. I'm sorry about these dogs, guys, I realise. Goodra Reverse, Metagross GX Secret Rare, Comfy Hollow, Alolan Golem Reverse, I believe that will be a Hollow somewhere, Absol Hollow, Drampa Hollow, Drampa Reverse, sorry, Reverse Drampa, and Lycanroc GX. So we got some really good pulls. Lycanroc GX Ultra Rare. So we got some really good pulls there. Really good pulls. If you have enjoyed this half of the box opening, please check out part 2. It'll be uploaded in a couple of days. And I will see you next time. Stay brave, guys.